poor financial decisions. Let's get into it.
All right, Carter, you got 2587.
Not for long. I make bad financial decisions.
I thought that'd be an interesting way to start it off.
Next up on this new series of poor financial decisions made by divas so that you don't have to feel so bad about your financial decisions, let's talk about my 60% interest loan. You heard that correct. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Diva. I was the diva of bad financial decisions. I'm no longer that person. I'm just trying to get out from under this. But you can feel better about yours. I promise you, you will. Because when you see what I signed off on, let's just say I hadn't ever actually looked at the interest rate until tonight, and my jaw hit the floor. It's not a payday loan either. I like to reveal the names of the companies, but I don't want anybody to go. He was wrong. My interest rate is 64.78%.
64%, almost 65% interest rate. Absolutely insane.
I financed $4,500, and the finance charge is $8,836.75. I would pay a total of $13,336.75. I am a wonder at making financial decisions in the past. It's worse. Final payment date, if I just paid the minimum, is Friday, January 14th, 2028. I financed this bad boy for 5 years. But the most depressing part is that I did $4,500 and I've been paying on it for an actual year because I funded it on October 2nd, 2023. And my remaining loan balance is $4,175.81. They take out $118 every 2 weeks. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, that was absolutely diabolical. The fact that you could even sign up for something with a 65% interest rate is absolutely insane. And the fact that she's been paying on this loan over a year and I mean barely $300 of going to the actual principal of the loan is downright sad. You got to know what you're signing. But I mean, maybe she was in a desperate situation and I mean, I guess she had no other options.
Right, old son, I crunched the numbers for you, and with a credit score of 400 and no down payment, it was a little hard, but I think I got something worked out. How does 1,500 a month sound for 72 months?
This is obviously a skit, but there's definitely some truth in it.
Oh, dude, awesome. I can't wait to drive around the neighborhood. All right, relax, buddy. Don't forget the insurance now. Insurance probably going to be about $500 for this bad boy. Is that going to be all right? Oh, no, that shouldn't be too big of an issue. I didn't really think I was going to get it. Like, my $30,000 a year income's not too big of a deal. Like, no, it's not a big issue. Just picture yourself driving up to the job site every morning, this bad boy. Just envision that. Oh, I can see it now.
I never known until recently how expensive these big trucks, these like these pickup trucks you see these guys riding around in. These pickup trucks be like 100 grand, 90 grand for these some of these Ford F-150s and 250s and Ram 1500s and 2500s, especially the ones with the real luxurious package. You know, all the upgrades, all the bells and whistles. But again, like I said, a lot of times people go into these dealerships with poor credit and just be happy to get approved for anything. So they sign up for any interest and any monthly payment. They just happy to roll off with the car the same day.
Exactly. And keep in mind, the maintenance on these things is a little more than the 94 Chevy you traded in. Oil changes, they're going to run you 150 plus, and tires, they're a lot more too. So just keep that in mind. All right, bud? I ain't worried about it, bro. I just can't wait to post this bad boy on my social media every single day. Cold start, hashtag power stroke.
And that's exactly how it be. They don't care what the note is, as long as they can sign up and post it for the gram, they happy.
Financial decision that you regret making in your life.
I bought a $1,500 pair of shoes.
What shoes were these?
I don't regret it.
Balenciaga.
No, they weren't Balenciaga. They were Rene Calvilla. Very beautiful shoe, by the way.
You still have them?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to sell them.
You're going to sell them?
Yes.
What's the retail on that?
That's about $800 right now.
Well, you just don't want them no more?
They don't fit properly. That's the downside. Otherwise, I keep them.
Right, right. If I were to give you $100,000, what would you do with it?
I would take care of all of my expenses for a year, invest the rest, go on vacation.
What would you invest it in specifically?
Probably in the market right now, securities. Not all of it, but maybe I diversify a little bit in real estate, some of it into the markets, and then some of it in a high yield savings account.
High yield savings account? Which lender would you go with?
I already have one. It's Barclays.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the APY on that?
Oh, last I checked, there's about 4.5%.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Sounds like she had a plan. I mean, honestly, if the worst financial decision you made in your life was like a $1,500 pair of shoes, I would say that's pretty good overall.
Okay, let's talk about the worst financial decisions I've made so far in grad school. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Georgia K. I'm a second-year history PhD student, and I make content about grad school. Okay, so the first one I feel like is pretty common, but it's a really bad one, and I feel like I overspent on furnishing my...
I'm gonna tell you right now, the first mistake you did is going for a PhD in history. Yeah, that's not going to be lucrative at all.
apartment. Even though my apartment came furnished, I wanted a Pinterest dream apartment. Definitely would not do that again. The next one is under budgeting for conferences. I don't know why no one told me this, but going to a new city for 2 to 3 nights is expensive. Whatever money you budgeted for that conference, double it. And the next one, it hurts my heart to say, but honestly, it's getting a dog. Now, don't get me wrong, I would literally not give up having a dog, and I know a lot of people are anti getting a dog in grad school, but I feel like it's been the singular best thing that I've done for my mental health, but that does come with some financial downsides as well. I cannot tell you how much I've spent on vet bills so far, so definitely not my wisest decision to use my broke grad school days to get a dog, but, well, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And last one's just petty, but I should have been spending less on Ubers. I could have been taking the bus. Public transportation is great, folks. Use it.
Yeah, for someone being a PhD student, she's not too logical. Overspending on furnishing your apartment when you're, trying to get your education, you should be living bare bones. Especially, like I said, I'm not sure if she has debt from undergrad, but yeah, not smart at all. And honestly, like I said, when this video first started, the biggest mistake she made was getting a PhD in history. Hopefully she's on scholarship.
Guys, I actually just paid $7 for permit coffee without cream or sugar. This shit is nasty. It's at 39 cents, but like per ounce. I thought it meant for the whole thing because it was in an apartment. It's gross.
Not a big coffee drinker, but definitely would not spend $7 for some apartment coffee. She just would have been better off going to Starbucks.
For living here in a second, but honestly, this thing right in front of me, this document right here, it's one of the more like, what the have I ever seen in my life? You made a decision, my dude. You made a decision. And I know I'm jumping in right away, but I mean, this blew my mind so much that I can't not talk about it. The car that you had a what? You had a loan on it that was what, like 10,000, something like that, 13,000. And then you refinanced it in order to try to take some cash out, leverage against the car, ended up getting a $21,560 loan at 29% interest rate. 29. So that's like insane. That is one of the most insane interest rates I've ever seen on this show. Ever. You took that out. Amount due, $938, which is double because you're getting extra charges in here. What is that? Late fees probably? You're probably late on this. And the car in tippity-toppity condition with your VIN number that you provided for us at the top is worth $8,734. You're upside down, dude.
Over almost, she refinanced 30 grand minus the 8 that the car's worth, so she's about 22 underwater.
Dramatically upside down in this car, and you took it out, and some of the money is just sitting in your checking account. So I'm sorry, I know, jumping in right away with this, but it blew our whole minds. And then we just try to fully understand the situation and come out with a plan. And every time we did this, every step of the way, we were like, what the So, what the
Yeah, it was a bad decision.
Oh.
I feel like immediately, like, after I regretted the way it was done originally.
Why'd you do it? You went from 13% to 29%.
Yeah, 13 to 29%. Yeah. And I was paying 430. And now, well, the starting rate is 692. And then I called them because of my the 900 is, I don't know why it's like that. I already called them and asked them, and they said that it was wrong. But
I mean, it has other charges. I don't have the second page of this, so I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't.
So
She's not even certain of what's going on or what she's paying. So she just literally just refinanced this thing, signed whatever documents they put in front of her, just so she can get the money. Then literally she still has some of the money in her checking account.
originally the monthly charges are 692. But then I called them asking them what the option or what the process is if I did a voluntary repossession. Well, I was considering it. And so because they didn't want me to do it, they lowered my...
Well, no, of course not. I mean, they're making more money off of this. Why would they want you to do it?
Yeah.
Why would you take their advice regardless of what you're doing?
Well...
They're the money people. They're the I want money from you people. What is the
Exactly.
car?
It's a Ford Fusion.
I can already tell you right now, I've had a Ford Fusion. Those cars are, especially the newer ones, are trash. In particular, the transmissions on our cars are complete trash.
Year?
2017.
Yeah, trash.
And it's really
The
under.
leverage.
The negative equity is
Buddy, it's not even close. But why did you do it?
because I was unemployed for 6 months. And so originally, like in my folder, I save like loan offers that I get, and the loan offer was offering me 21,000.
Oh, no. Why do you do that?
Because I need money. What do you mean?
Just saving loan offers that come in the mail? Those are the most predatory loans ever.
Okay, so at least it makes a little more sense. She needed to pay for monthly expenses, but yeah, she's definitely screwed.
This is the worst financial decision I have ever made. I'm Cody with 1% Step. I'm a financial coach here to teach you financial literacy so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sitting in the worst financial decision I've ever made. This is a 2017 Ford Focus Titanium. I bought it brand new with 373 miles.
Again, like I said, Ford Focus, Ford Fusions, trash. I'm telling you, absolute trash. Ford Fiestas, stay away.
On it. The MSRP was $32,000. The dealer discount was $6,000, so I ended up getting this for $26,000. The term length that I bought this for was 6 years. So if I would have made the minimum payments every month, it would have been paid off last year. Thankfully, I paid it off in 2 years. I took this car to CarMax recently, and they gave me an offer of $2,500. That means that I have lost $24,000 roughly in the last 6 years. There's no resale value on this car. It's a little bit of a kick to the gut. Here's what I should have done. I should have gotten a used car, a couple years old, 30 to 50,000 miles on it. I would have paid probably $10,000 to $15,000 less. I hope that you can learn from my mistake when you...
And you shouldn't have bought a Ford Focus. Terrible car. Should have got you would have been better off with like a Honda Civic.
2 worst financial mistakes I ever made. And this is coming from a normal person. I'm not super financially successful, but I'm also not a disconnected rich person who's going to tell you, well, after I sold my 6th property, then I didn't quite get the return on the 7th property. No, it's nothing like that. For people that are closer to my situation, you're starting to have some money that you're looking to save up or invest or whatever. These are 2 of the worst mistakes I ever made. Number 1, sports gambling. Don't do it. The only way I can tell you it's okay to sports gamble is if you have a healthy relationship with gambling, and that is that you can put the occasional small amount of money on a game to, just kind of have a good time with your friends or something like that. Gambling is an addiction just like any drug, just like anything else. But instead of hurting your body or your brain, it's going to kill your bank account.
Facts. I mean, just not sports betting, gambling in general. Like I said, you got to ask yourself. I mean, all these casinos wouldn't still be in business if they were losing.
It is a sickness. It will get into your brain and it will destroy your financial life way faster than you realize. Like my story with gambling was when I first started gambling on sports, I went up $7,000 within the first 4 months, right? The needle was in me. Okay. I was like, oh, I could probably never work again. I could just do this full time, blah, blah, blah. Going insane. Okay. Probably within a month or two of gaining that $7,000, I had lost all of it and then also down an additional $1,000. And then ever since that point, all I did was lose. I would win a little bit and then I would lose twice that amount.
That's exactly how it was designed.
Till eventually I lost $12,000. So it's like alcohol. If you can maintain a very healthy, moderate relationship with it, then that's fine. But as soon as you understand that it's becoming a problem, as soon as you understand that it's becoming an addiction, you cannot do it. I'm telling you right now, it's designed to infect your brain. You will not win. This business wouldn't exist if you were going to win. People don't win. The companies win. The second thing is another form of gambling, the stock market. And I'm not telling people not to invest in the stock market. You should absolutely, if you're able to, put money into the stock market. But don't fool yourself into thinking that you're going to become a day trader. That is a mistake that I made, like a lot of people in 2020. I thought...
Big facts, especially during the pandemic. A lot of people got into stock market option trading with very little experience. And like I said, over 95 to 97% of people do not make money being an options trader. He's 100% right. Again, like I said, but in both of the sports betting and option trading, they're both fast money. That's why people get addicted, thinking they're going to get rich quick. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to wind up losing a lot more money than you ever imagined.
So guys, this is take one of I don't know what, but I will be speaking to the bad financial decisions that you should never take in your 20s. One of the bad financial decisions I took in my 20s was buying a property with my then partner. That was an extremely bad financial decision. Why was it a bad financial decision? Besides the fact that I ended up being financially liable for everything. So that's the thing about taking a video in a public space. Everyone that passes will actually look at you and it's gonna look so awkward and funny. But anyway.
I wonder if the property was solely in her name. Is that why she ended up being 100% on the hook financially for it?
Do not buy property with someone. Because
I mean, I wouldn't say not to buy property with someone, but you probably shouldn't buy property with, your boyfriend or girlfriend. And if you do plan to proceed that way, make sure you have a written contract if things do go south where in the contract, like I said, it specifies who's going to pay what. But let me know in the comments, what is your worst financial decision you ever made? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any suggestions on videos that you want me to give my reaction to, leave that in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.